Scandal-plagued Illinois Governor Rod Blagojevich named the state's former Attorney General Roland Burris to the top job. Blago's still governor. He has been convicted of nothing. He's within his legal rights and obligations to make the appointment. Still, the Illinois Secretary of State says he will not certify Burris, and Senate leaders in Washington vowing to do whatever they can to block anybody that Blago names. Can lawmakers legally do that? With us now, defense attorney Janet Panisi and former prosecutor Don Schweitzer. Good to see you both. Donald, let me begin with you. All right, Secretary of State's name is Jesse White. He stood before television cameras. He said, I'm not going to certify this. Well, he didn't have a choice. He has no discretion. Here's the law. We'll put it up on the screen. It's mandatory language here. It shall be the duty of the Secretary of State to countersign and affix the seal of the state to all commissions required by law to be issued by the governor. I mean, this is going to be a pretty easy decision for the Illinois Supreme Court, isn't it?
I agree with you. In Illinois, even when a politician is crusading for justice, they get it wrong. They end up violating the law. This particular gentleman, Mr. White, is getting in front of people and saying that he will not sign the certification process. Well, he's got to do so. That's why he was elected. The political process in Illinois is going to take care of the governor and anybody else he brings into the process. The people of Illinois have a chance now to clean up their mess. But to do something like this, to not certify it, is actually violating the law.
Yeah, and Janet Panisi, I mean, to make matters worse, poor Jesse White got probably the worst person representing him, and that's the Attorney General, Lisa Madigan, who embarrassed herself by filing that laughable petition before the state Supreme Court saying Blago's unfit, which only applies to physical or mental disability, although his mental state is rather questionable. I mean, look, the high court slapped her down. They wouldn't even hear it. Is her credibility in front of that court diminished?
I don't think it's about her credibility so much as it's about her trying to do whatever it takes to buy themselves time. She has no authority. She had no authority the last time, and she didn't care. This is about trying to use the legal system to accomplish something other than a discrete victory of, you know, the Secretary of State has no authority not to sign what the governor puts in front of his desk. Right. We all know that. And she obviously is going to take the same position that she took the last time, which is, I don't care about the law. I'm going in there. I'm going to buy some time.
The top lawyer in the state of Illinois doesn't care about the law. Donald, over to you. Now to Harry Reid. Says he's going to block Burris. He cites Article 1, Section 5. He probably should try reading it first. Here it is. We'll put it up on the screen. Each house shall be the judge of the elections, returns, qualifications of its own members. Well, there's no election, no return, so that means qualifications. What does that mean? Well, the Supreme Court would be happy to explain it to Harry Reid. They did so in the Powell decision 40 years ago this year, and I'll quote that. We'll put that on the screen. In judging the qualification of its members, Congress is limited to the standing qualifications prescribed in the Constitution, that is, age, citizenship, and residence. Don, would you agree Harry Reid is blatantly wrong?
I do agree, Greg. This isn't the first time, remember, that a politician has tried to appoint somebody during the time that they have legal problems. I think of Richard Nixon appointing all of those special prosecutors and even bringing in Gerald Ford into the process. It's happened before. The political process always cleans this mess up, but it's wrong when the politicians get in there and do this. And this is political posturing. That's Janet, what this is.
Let's assume there's been some talk, well, we'll seat him, but then we'll expel him. Well, you go back to the Constitution again, Article 1, Section 5. You can only expel somebody for disorderly conduct. Yeah, I mean, he hasn't done anything that's disorderly. But again,
they're trying to buy time so that maybe it will have become illegal for the governor to make this appointment. They have to buy time so that, you know, let's hopefully he'll be indicted. And candidly, if the federal prosecutor does get the 90-day delay, they're going to have to look for a lot more time that they're going to get under any of these tactics. Because, yes, it's true. Right now, they're trying to chase around what they think is ultimately going to be an illegal act. That's what everybody's trying to figure out is, can we buy enough time till we have that on the table?
Boy, good luck on that one.
Well,
Janet Panisi, Don Schweitzer, I bet he'll get seated. Thanks very much for being with us.
Thank you.